Raise your hand if you're having a bad hair day. No, just me. More often than not, we need to cover up our hair and wear a hat when we're in a hurry, right? If we didn't get a chance to make our hair straight or curly or however you like to style it, we wear a hat to cover it up. At least for me, as a busy mom, that's my case 5 days out of the week. Hi, my name is Danya if you're new here, and in today's video, we're gonna be unboxing the hat heat press that HTVRONT sent me, and I'm really excited to see all the fun things that we can do with this press. I mean, if I'm gonna wear a hat most days of the week, it might as well look cute, right? All right, let's get this opened up. Let's see what comes in the box. So you have the user manual, which I will reference in a couple minutes. And then you don't need that. All right. And then it comes with, let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is a little baggie that you can put it in. This is gonna be perfect. We're planning a road trip in a couple months, and I actually wanna take this with me to customize some hats for my sister. She wants to choose her own patches, so I'll just take this whole thing, I'll put it in here, and we can customize them together. That's so nice. I love that they include this. All right, and then you have the ironing mat. So this is what we're going to use to hold the hat in place, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. And then we have the lid and the base, which let's open this up to see the press itself. I'm so excited to see the color. I only saw it on the computer. I haven't seen it in real life yet. So let's get this opened up. Oh my gosh, look at that pink. You know what? This matches my heat press so perfectly. So that's where it's gonna go, right next to it. Let's move the box. I'll plug this in and we'll get started. All right, I plugged it in. And now I'm gonna follow the instructions on here to set up the time and temperature. And so this is obviously the on-off button. So when you turn it on, the default setting is 210 degrees. This is flashing red because it's still preheating. Now, if you want to set the temperature yourself, you press on this button and then you either go up or down, and I'll show you how that works. And then we're also going to adjust the time together. Wow, that was really fast. Okay, so you press once to adjust the temperature, you press twice to adjust the time. So the first hat I want to work on is this one, and I want to add this really cute patch, which is an iron-on patch right here. And I wanted to test out 2 different types of designs. So for the first one, I'm gonna do a patch, and then for the second one, we'll do vinyl. All right, so let me see if I have to remove anything. Either be or find a trusted adult. Am I a trusted adult? I don't know. I want to set iron to medium, high heat, no steam, remove backing from patch to adhere to fabric only surface, place cotton cloth over. I guess in my case, I'll do parchment paper to prevent melting. All right, hold iron over patch for 10 to 20 second increments. Okay, so I'll set the time to 20 seconds. For best results, repeat. All right, let me see if they have anything in here about patches so that we will follow material basic 302. This is what we're gonna do next. So 302 is for the heat transfer vinyl. And then do not use. All right, I just checked their guide and it looks like we're gonna use the same heat setting for the patch and for the next design. So 302 Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. Let's do that. I know I said 20, but maybe 15 is a happy medium. All right. So we're gonna press once, and then it goes up in 5-degree increments. And we said we want 302. Okay, well, I mean, they only have a 305 or 300. So let's do that. And then now we're gonna set the time, 15 seconds. All right, so I'm gonna wait for that to reach the desired temperature. And while it warms up, let me just show you the structure and how we're going to set, or how we're gonna prop the hat up. So this is the lid, and then this is the ironing mat. It goes right on top, and they have these really nice plastic hooks over here that hold this in place. And then, wow, that's already at 305. Awesome. Now this is what the hat is supposed to look like. So, which means I have to make sure, let me open this up. I have to make sure yep, that's perfect. Let me zoom you guys out just a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. Now I need to remove the backing. Perfect. Okay, let's make sure this is centered. And I am going to lift it up for a second just to double check. Okay, so it says cover the design with a Teflon sheet. I'm gonna use parchment paper, and I think that will be completely fine. But we're about to find out together. All right, I'm gonna place the parchment paper, and then I'm gonna grab the heat press, the hot heat press, and I'm gonna long press the power button to start the countdown. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing for the top part. So long press for 15 seconds. All right, let's see how that turned out. Okay, the instructions say to wait for it to cool down, but I want to do one more press just in the middle because of the line that I accidentally created. So let's do the same thing. And I think I'm only gonna do 10 seconds. Yeah, about 9 seconds. All right, so let's see how that turned out. Oh my gosh, it's really, really on there. I love it. Look at how cute that is. We just customized a hat in less than 5 minutes. Now, I bought this one from Walmart because I wanted specific letters, but they do sell a whole bundle on Amazon, and I'm sure you can find them on other websites as well, where you can get all the letters. So I can have a link to those in the description box as well. But I love how that turned out. Now let's test out foil iron-on for the next one. So this is the next hat that I want to work on. This is also from Walmart. I actually have to make this a little bit bigger to fit on the structure over here. All right. And I should probably remove the tag. Okay, you know what? This has to wait right here just for a second because I haven't weeded out the design yet. So for this one, I really wanted gold on this black hat. I had a hat a couple years ago, which I actually have no idea where that one went. I think it got lost on one of our trips. But anyway, it was a black hat and it had this gold design, and I loved the contrasts. So I was kind of looking to do the same thing with this one. And this is what I want right in the middle. But let's preheat the surface first. And like I said, we're gonna do the same time and temperature. Okay, I love that this stand fits it perfectly, and then it's just one structure. This is the lid, this goes inside. It's so convenient. Okay, so let's make sure this is centered. And I purposely chose foil iron-on because I know it's one of the more, I shouldn't say difficult, it's kind of a tricky material to work with. So I really wanted to put the hat press to the test. All right. So this is not tight enough. Okay. I just want a teeny bit on top. Actually, maybe I should do the bottom as well. All right, that position looks perfect. I think on camera it looks off center, but that's because the hat itself is off center, but I don't want to play around with it anymore because I have it really positioned really nicely on there. So let's start pressing this down, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. Now this is a smaller design, so it all fits under the plate and I don't have to move it. And I applied medium pressure, and I am going to wait for this to cool down. Okay, one of the sides is not ready, so let's do that again. Okay, it looks like it's ready. Okay, let's do one more press without the carrier sheet. All right. Oh my gosh. Here, let's move this. Oh my goodness. I love how the gold looks on the black. What do you think? So pretty. I love how dainty that bow is. All right, let me bring in the other hat that we worked on. All right, so these are the two hats that I customized using the hat press. I'm very impressed with how fast it warmed up. I love how easy it is to use. I took it out of the box and right away started using it. There's no guesswork. It's extremely easy, very beginner friendly. You don't have to have a Cricut to customize these hats. Like you saw, I just bought a ready-made patch and I placed it right on there using the heat. And you can also find really cute patches at Dollar Tree as well. So overall, I'm extremely happy with how these turned out. And I'm really excited to play around with this even more. And you'll be seeing it in more videos for sure. Let me know what you thought of these, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!